Good morning. Some really good calls at FootballTradingProfits.com's Telegram yesterday. Starting off with Bayern Munich. I'm sorry I didn't record the green screen. I should have done. It was a wonderful green screen to start the day off. But here's the message. That was the first call of the day. I didn't record the green screen, alas. But here's how the match progressed second half. What we're pinning our hopes on was that Bayern Munich would do what they do in the Bundesliga, and that's score 2 goals bare minimum. Serge Gnabry, old Carl, the mighty Carl, and Tar. Off we go. Tar. We didn't need that one. Told you in this message here to get out at the 2-1. Why are we getting out at the 2-1? Well, you saw what happened in the Slough match, saw what happened in the Viborg match. Did you see what happened in the Preston match? Great stuff to start the day. 2.72 for a 1.2 shot at home, scoring 2 goals. Yes, please, missus. I'll have that every day of the week. That was the next play. Watford going a goal down to the Owls on minus 10 points. Did my research in absolutely awful form, the Owls. And sod's law, of course. It's one of the green screens that I did record. This ended up as a loss because we got the late equaliser. Now, I walked members through how to reduce this liability to £5. When you take insurance out, you've got that profit on the insurance contrasting with the loss that's continued here if we don't get the goal. Now, I told members a bit late on, we weren't seeing Watford were dominating the match from start to finish. This is clearly a defensive display from the Owls, who were just getting tonked left, right and centre. So a very good performance from them yesterday to get the draw. But we couldn't get out because when you get a late draw and you've gone for the win, you're going to take a loss on the draw and a loss on the liability on the lay of over 1.5 goals, £3.60 as it was there. I did tell members how to get out with a £5 loss here and a £5 loss net. So I hope members took that on board because, yes, we called it right. We got the equaliser, but we couldn't profit because we had to go match odds because the +1 market was so skinny. Sod's law, of course, I grabbed this one, but I don't grab the Bayern Munich one. So in my system of trading, with the hedging facility, you always have that that option to exit. They dominated. But as a trader, you don't want, there we go, stick this clown on your no Christmas card list. Oh my God, another professional footballer missing a penalty. Dominic Soboslai showed you how to do it, Mr. Loser. It is a very apt name for this particular footballer. Semedo getting you out of jail, but we didn't want a Semedo goal. We wanted it to remain 0-1 to get an effective break even. So stick this bloke on your dartboard, Mr. Loser. The next match to catch the eye was Barcelona. I'm trying to get to the start of this. Yes, indeed. Scoring for fun at home, but we had these are the decisions I have to make on your behalf. doing the research, what I did say to members, and you'll see that in the Telegram, was to get your insurance done and dusted. Lay over 1.5 goals. There was no value to be had in this Barcelona match at all. 1.5 a goal down. No way we're playing that. I would, and I did, wait for evens, which I thought was a decent entry point. But still, we've got no value at all, really. Backing at evens and laying Frankfurt. I like to lay the team as well as back the other team. 4.3 to lay. You're not going to get much of a reward with that. But it's a green screen. They did exactly what Bayern Munich did. Came alive in the second half. The reason I was a little more comfortable, I looked at the research at halftime, and Eintracht Frankfurt, when they've been beaten in the Bundesliga, they've been beaten by the big boys, and they've been tonked. We're talking 3+ goals. We've got Kunde to stick on your Christmas card list on this occasion, getting it done and dusted in the 53rd minute. That is when you get the bleep out of Dodge, particularly in the Champions League. And this was telling you, no value to be had. So as I say, take your insurance out at its lowest point, sit on it. I like to wait for evens for a 1.14 shot. I thought that was extremely good value. The next play to catch the eye. Yes. We know Fat Frank's Coventry. We know they're odds on. We know they were 3.5 last week and got tonked. Take the hint. This was a simple lay the draw. It's another I didn't record, I'm afraid. My apologies. I just got the Barcelona and the Watford one in. It's a simple lay the draw second half. And again, I delayed. You'll find that in one of the next telegrams. I delayed to about 3.05. Now, I'm sorry, I didn't record it. 3.05 to lay the draw. I thought that was excellent. It's a compromise between getting decent odds and the potential for the goal to come in early. Now, we were a tad lucky yesterday. The Preston goalkeeper had an absolute blinder. Absolute blinder. Must have been the man of the match. Did get a 70th minute huge goal. Now, I mentioned to get the bleep out of Dodge on this one. So there, I was thinking through the options we had, correct score. I decided, going to delay, get the draw at about 3.05. Indeed, they did take the gift horse, but care of an own goal. But hey, a goal is a goal, is a goal, is a goal. And then get the bleep out of Dodge. This is a follow-up on Coventry. Yes, very important. When you've laid the draw like that and the team you fancy score first, you've got to cash out. And you saw, you can't take anything for granted in football at all. Jebison will remind you of that. 10-man Preston getting a late 76-minute goal. Your cash out was between there and there. Now, if you haven't learnt from Slough and you haven't learnt from Viborg, there's no helping you. So in occasions like this, I think with the lay the draws, we're looking as traders for the odds move. Okay. The profit of £13 is relative to the risk, again, of £40 liability, laying at threes. So please put that into perspective. For me as well, looking to try and target a three-figure return per session, that's 13% of my potential reward there. Add that to your 45 quid on Bayern Munich, and it's starting to motor, isn't it? Important lesson for those of you who didn't cash out. Now, this was about Watford. And this was a message just to tell you about how you could lower your liability on that Watford match. That is important. That would have reduced your liability from 10 quid down to 5, or by half. Missed opportunity yesterday, really. I did spot it. The pity I was a bit lukewarm about that for Monaco. When you see expected goals like that, a huge ratio, 2.5 at 0-0, they're creating absolute quality chances. Those of you braver than me would have looked to lay the draw there. Yet another clown missing a penalty. He should change his name to Loser as well. You've got Balogun to thank if you did lay the draw, 68th minute. And if you look here, you should see some killer expected goal stats. 3.69. That's telling you they're creating enough quality chances from these 14 shots. 9 shots. 5 shots. 19 shots in total. Only 5 on target. But creating enough quality within those 5 to score nearly 4 goals. 2.97 expected goals second half. So arguably we should have laid the draw there. I was a bit lukewarm with them, having seen their recent performances in French League 1. That 1-0 loss to Brest catching my eye the last time. But this 1-0 win against PSG really might have tempted me in to lay that draw yesterday. So although I didn't record all of the green screens yesterday, you saw some really good calls on the Telegram. And this Telegram is available to members pretty much every day. I do take Mondays and Fridays off because I do work weekends for you, and I put in a lot of hours at the weekends. I do need time off for myself. As you know, I had that crypto hack and I need to rebuild my life, basically. So I do need time for myself. Let's have a look onto today's trading angles. And this is going to be a similar story to yesterday. English Championship dominating. A couple of English League 1, English League 2 matches, which don't greatly appeal. But I do play via the odds. 1.56 Crew will stand out. Ipswich will stand out from an odds perspective today. Champions League wise, Ajax absolutely pants at the moment. I think they're bottom of the Champions League phase. What a fall from grace for them. I've done the research for members, as I did yesterday. The shorties really, really delivered yesterday, didn't they? Bayern Munich and Barcelona. I don't have anything kind of bankerish like that. I suppose Dortmund, if we're sticking to the 2+ goals scored potential, Dortmund certainly have that in the German Bundesliga. They are again reignited this season. And of course, thou shalt not pass Arsenal, top of the group, having a wonderful season. Wonderful stuff. Let's have a look at a few of the championship matches. And what I've done in the research for members, I've provided you with 3 different reports. So please let me know which one you fancy, members, because then give me something to focus on. I've done a number of AI apps, which I thank you for your comments yesterday again. And please leave your comments below about which of these reports you'd like to look at. Let's take a look at all 3 of them. So these are the 3 apps. I'll take you through the reports for Bristol City and Leicester City for each. And I'd like your comments, please, particularly members of FootballTradingProfits.com, which of these apps you like. So this is the English Championship. Some of these apps might not work at the off because they are in development, but they did produce reports earlier on, so hopefully they'll produce reports for us now during the video. And this will be the one that you're most used to. Very reliable, this one. Bristol City and Leicester City generate the prediction. So let me take you through the pros and cons of those three. Do let me know your feedback on them in the comments section. And I must take this opportunity to thank you for commenting. It does help the algorithm and it helps the channel. And it helps me know what you want so I can provide it for you. So the first app is the AI Football Trading Research. So we've got a quick look at the market perspective. Bristol City around 2.6 to 2.65. And that analyst verdict, I'm trying to say analyst without my false teeth falling out. Finely balanced scenario. So we've got a quick look. We've got the confidence here, 75% confidence. Given injuries for Leicester and Bristol City's home advantage, a cautious approach is warranted. So that could suggest it's maybe not a trading match, which I like. Don't forget, not trading is as good as trading. In this particular one, this is AI Football Trading Research. You've got the team news here, which I like as well. Any injuries could really impact, couldn't they? Head-to-heads, they're up to date, 2024, 2023. Key metrics as well, which is excellent. We've got the XG, of course, in a different app. Goals are over and under, 50% of the last 10 head-to-heads, but that might not be relevant because they've been in two different leagues, haven't they? So be careful with that. Head-to-heads have to be recent. Both teams have scored 50% of the last 10 head-to-heads. Again, an over-reliance on head-to-heads from this particular app. Corners, not really relevant to us, particularly, are they? Suggested trading angles, over 2.5 goals. Lay Leicester City, which is interesting. And back Bristol City, draw no bet. Again, that's not really tradable. Lack of liquidity, but that certainly is. So we will see if that interests you. It's a nice quick one. The emphasis here is on the team news. This second app is called Pro Analyst AI. Again, they're trying to catch me out with analyst. This is actually gone for a scoreline. Bristol City 1, Leicester City 2. Players to watch. Match excitement. I don't know what that's about. This is more in depth. You'll see immediately. And then AI-powered insights, Leicester's defensive record. Average 1.28 goals a game. So they're not keeping clean sheets. Injury returnees impact. That's excellent. I like that. Full analysis is here. This is absolutely in depth. So if you like this kind of analysis, leave a mention in the comment. Pro Analyst AI. If you like this. Midfield control, attacking thrust, prediction and verdict. Both teams have reasons to push for a win. Look to leverage their home advantage at Ashton Gate and Struber's high-intensity system to break down Leicester. Bristol City's robust home record, defensive edge. 7 clean sheets could be a factor. Potential scoreline, Bristol City 2, Leicester 1. So if you like the actual scoreline predicted, this could be the app for you. Tail of the tape. I haven't checked whether this is accurate or not, but if it is, it's a very good quick indicator for you, isn't it? Goals for, goals against. Could give you an idea. You could average these and look for an over 2.5 goal play. So that is a plus. Squad depth, form and momentum in the dugout. The manager's dossier as well. So this looks to me like it's a lot more in depth. And we've got the one that you're used to. Nice, simple analysis with your trading insights and your key stats. This goes to the heart of the matter. This is far more in depth. I haven't worked on these yet. These might take a while to get going. So in a day, I can't offer you very much research because it's a Champions League. We'll do what we did yesterday. We'll focus on odds-on favourites. Any bankers today? Well, I'll leave that in the description section below. Please let me know which of these three you prefer, members. And then I will focus on getting them done for you. Have a great day, and I'll see members on Telegram for another profitable session.